Thalandi, with the water of the stream gently trickling over your legs and across your heels as you commune with the spirits of the earth and the water, the light of the dawn slowly starts to creep across the sky. There's low cloud cover, and for probably the first time this season, there is a frost that's settled across the ground throughout the evening or the early morning, and as the sun comes up, it doesn't provide much warmth or relief from that frost and that nip in the air. And that you've noticed and watching your companions sleep in with fitful rest throughout the night or throughout the early morning, trying to gain comfort or trying to shake off whatever dreams may be haunting them, it's probably a good time to start rousing the party and get on with the day.
So with that, I will start the fire and stoke it up if it's not died out completely. Throw a couple of fresh twigs and timber on it and get it starting again. I'll boil some water. I've got a pocket full of thistle or a satchel full of thistle still for that thistle tea. And I'll brew up a bit of tea that we can all at least have something for the morning. And I'm not being quiet about it, so I'm hoping that the ruckus that I'm making is enough to wake up the others. But if not, I may, nudge a boot here or tap a pillow there.
You guys all rouse in one way, shape or form through the noise or the gentle prodding.
I definitely need a prod.
The gentle nudging from Thalandi.
As Thalandi's going around, so I'm going to notice that he's kind of pulling people out of their bedrolls and whatnot, and I'm going to pull myself out of bed and dust myself off and just go make myself scarce, I think. I'm still a bit ashamed and embarrassed from last night.
I still have your weapons, by the way.
Faedra will notice that her kit is cleaner than it should be. That I've spent my watch, picking the mud out of her boots and cleaning the laces and just noticing that she needs
the nits out of her hair.
Yeah, she needs a bit of help keeping herself tidy, and done what I can to do that. She'll find her cloak hanging on a branch, having been washed in the river, and I'm not sure if she sleeps in her slacks or not, but if you do, okay, yep, then you just find your boots have been cleaned and picked of mud, and the laces have been cleaned.
There's about.
Yeah, I was just going to say, is my coat brown? Like the color brown?
It was blue, I think, but yes, it is brown. Oh, well, just doing my part. And I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed and a little bit of a blush come over my face and just go and wake up the others.
Well,
Bjorn, wake the fuck up.
Smell you from about 500 feet away.
I don't get to have clean things. It's quite special, isn't it?
When you clean them, yes.
Yeah, I'm always forgetting about that part.
Bjorn.
And I put it on quite...
I'm an early riser anyway, so I would have been up at the very first sign of activity.
Okay.
I'm actually going to revel in this first sign of winter and frost and just go and stand out in the stream, soaking up the chill.
Are you naked?
Tackle out or tackle in?
Chest out.
Chest out.
Full.
Nah, yeah, just no shirt or anything on, just the trousers. Just standing there for a good 10 minutes, soaking up a bit of the cool.
Nice. That sounds awesome. I wish I was doing that right now.
I'm an early riser as well, so as soon as Thalandi started to make noise, I would have woken up as well. I probably was the one to nudge Faedra and try and get her awake, knowing
that a simple nudge wouldn't do it.
Exactly. Knowing how deep of a sleeper she is as well. Once she's awake and she's had that, little moment with Thalandi, just take her hand and thread our fingers together and say, I'm sorry for yelling at you yesterday. That was not very kind of me. I'm sorry as well. I just want you to be safe, and I know. That's all. And I know that you spent more time with him and you care about him, and I just, didn't want that to sway your judgment of the situation.
I know, and I care about you too, and I want you to be safe.
Kremlin.
I'm lurking around the outskirts of the camp. Lurking, skulking even. I don't think I'm really interested in talking to anybody at the moment.
So, Bjorn, you get the horses ready. Yep. Get everyone ready. You pack up the camp and prepare yourselves to leave.
I put Kremlev's quiver over my shoulder and I pick up his bow, and I very poorly tried to re-string it. Probably a real shit job. Probably not strong enough to do it, but I've made an attempt and I've put that over me as well.
Okay.
And any other equipment he had, I've shoved it in pockets or whatever.
We can't see Kremlev around at the moment, no?
Yeah, he's not far off. It's not too long before you were all saddled and trotting off away from the murder scene. No. Trotting away, the road that you were following, parallel to, peels off towards Pern, or in that direction to the west. So where would you like to continue on from here? What direction do you intend to take?
Yeah.
South. No, I mean,
No, let's probably head west for half a day before we then turn back south.
We didn't want to.
Towards Pern, in that direction.
it's only half
So
a
it's a
day.
week or two.
Yeah.
We didn't want to like back follow the boys' track because it's like, kind of looked like they were deserted.
I suspect that's what they were.
So couldn't we potentially follow their tracks that they had left to the main fort?
Well, I'll ask the Landy and Kremlin which.
Faedra
where were
wouldn't
the
be able
boys
to do
coming
this.
from?
Sarah's putting out the idea right now. Phaedra's an idiot.
Where are those two coming from? What direction?
Well, look, we can probably still follow their tracks, but I don't really want to, if I can be honest.
It's fine.
will you help me find their tracks at least?
Sure.
5 plus 4 is 9 with hope. Oh, with fear, sorry.
Unfortunately, the frost that is laid across the ground has made it very difficult to pick up their tracks beyond what you saw yesterday.
You're still at max fear, right? Yeah, max fear.
Yeah, Max.
Okay, good, max fear.
If they deserted,
Just
from,
checking. Just, asking for a friend, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
okay.
they deserted from their company, I'm not sure we'd want to come across the entire company they were with anyway. Let's just continue the circuit.
Yeah, I agree. We should probably head back to Peppermill Farm soon, though.
No, we're here to scout and look around. I know yesterday was a bad day, but you control yourself.
If we can forage properly, I figured we'd be out for 3 days. I want to be back by the 3rd day.
Well, I'm more worried that, another regiment from Old Mercy's company could roll through Peppermill Farm without us.
I know that. That's why I'm saying the 3rd day.
Another day out here, then.
So yeah, by that reckoning, another half a day and then return.
Yep.
So you peel around to the west, so you can survey if there's any patrols or anything along those lines. In the distance, you can see that there are some larger foothills. You're actually quite away from the Dosmurray Mountains and the foothills now, but there is some small hills in the distance. And you think that, within half a day's ride, you could probably get into those hills, have a scout around, maybe go up and ride up to the peak of a couple of them, survey the area, and then potentially return. So you head in that direction. Welcome to Who's on First Watch, a TTRPG actual play podcast coming to you from Brisbane, Australia.
Isn't it right? I'll tell you about Brisbane.
Will you? Will you? All right. This is the tour guide episode of Who's on First Watch.
It's hot, yo. It's hot.
It's really... Oh,
And there's mozzies.
yeah. I'm Richard, your GM and host. And tonight we return to the Shattered Vale, our Daggerheart homebrew campaign set in the world shaped by war, consequence, and impossible choices. And I'll introduce our cast and the characters they inhabit. Starting off with Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Faedra, an Inferno Wonderborn Bard. And I'm going to pass it over to Sean.
Hello, my name is Sean, and I'm playing Tholandi Verther. I am a wild-born Minotaur juggernaut. I'm going to hand it over to Nathan.
G'day, I'm Nathan. I'm playing Bjorn Eriksson, a Stormborn warrior from the far north. And I will hand it off to Liv.
Hi, I'm Liv, and I play Kaya Velaros, Elvo Bundaberg Debuff. Sorry.
Hey everyone, I'm Harrison. I'm playing Kremlev, and let's have a cool episode.
He's
Okay.
very proud of himself.
He is very proud, I can tell.
He should.
He should be. Before our story continues, a moment to thank our supporters. Massive shout out to Darrington Press. We are blown away by your support. Seeing Who's on First Watch backed by a team we respect this much is super cool. Thank you so much for sharing our stories with the broader Daggerheart community. It is absolutely amazing. We're all fired up and we're not going to waste it. Heart of Daggers, the website dedicated to Daggerheart homebrew content, is run by Matt and the team. Thank you very much for your support. Closing us out tonight is Crimson Brooks. Got a thick atmosphere and it fits our broken world all too well. So stick around and check those guys out.
Yo! Yeah!
No turning back now. The dice are ready. Let's return to the players as they head into the nearby hill, not far from Pern itself. The ground starts to change a little here. You're very much entering into the plains of Thulshan. As you head towards these hills that you can see, the trees start to become a little bit more sparse. No less glades or little vales or undulating ground. it starts to flatten out. It's pretty easy going. You trot along with your horses, taking it easy, as you said, Bjorn. And occasionally you, Philandy and Kremlev, you catch a sight of a squirrel or a rabbit scurrying across the ground without much cover. This is the short grass. And you manage to pick one or two off as these hills start to come into view. You continue riding through the middle of the day and into the early afternoon with an idea to have a break and potentially eat some rations and a rest once you reach these hills. In the early afternoon, you do arrive at the base of these small hills, and you can see that there's some little valleys that move throughout. There doesn't seem to be any tracks that you've seen for quite some time, and you take a moment to dismount, rub your weary muscles, and have a bite to eat, some salted meat, and there hasn't been much conversation throughout this day, or reflecting on the events of last night. Is there anything anyone would like to do at this point before you all venture into?
I'm still quite happy about the size of this rabbit. This is going to be good eating. We're going to eat well tonight.
Yeah, good capture, that one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we can find something to season it with.
Between the two of you, it feels like you're trying to lift spirits a little because it's been somewhat demure throughout the day. And then you all saddle up, get back onto the horses, and continue on. Bjorn, is there a particular path or way that you would wish to?
Not specifically, but I will try and keep us down off the crests of these hills. Apart from that, navigating through some valleys and cuts so that we're not silhouetted, but apart from that...
So occasionally you have to compress into a single file or two abreast. What's the order?
I assume Faedra and I would be in the middle somewhere the whole time.
Okay.
I would suggest our two scouts should be taking the lead.
Yeah, I feel like I'd tend to ride in front. Just as happy to leap off the mount as I am to stay on it. And, I'll listen to the ground and check the wind patterns and where's that bird going, and trying to use my survivalist skills. But I'm going to note that in this environment, this is it's pretty close to as far south as I've gotten. And moving my way into the Vilshen kind of foothills, kind of grasslands, plains region, getting pretty unfamiliar.
And Kremlin, you're riding next to Philandy, keeping a watchful eye.
Yeah, I'm reserved at the moment, and I'm obviously still quite shaken.
Yes.
I'm leaving most of the physical game hunting to Philandy. I haven't gone to fetch any of my tools yet back from Kaya.
Fair.
So I'm probably just keeping an eye out.
Inward facing.
Yeah. Picking bushes here and there, giving direction and pointers, and still providing assistance, but not in that direct of a fashion.
So, there's some rocky areas, and you carefully pick your path.
I'll just be moving up and down the line as appropriate, like going up the front to give Philandy some guidance on next steps, and then dropping back to the back to keep up the rear guard.
It's around about mid-afternoon. Again, that low cloud cover is there, and the hills are providing a little bit of protection from the cold wind that is now coming in across the top of the Dosmorian Mountains. Faedra, as you are getting used to the sway of a spearmint, you look to your left, and it's one of those things where it catches your eye only because it is so peculiar in this environment. What you think is a flash of... You're looking through where some hills fall into a valley. Yourselves, the party's picking its way through a valley. You can see some trees dotting either side of where these hills fall from either side. And maybe something fluttering in the wind or something along those lines. But it looks blue and then it's gone. You've lost track of whatever it was.
Huh. There, you just see there. There's I may have seen something over there. Maybe it's a bird. It could not have been a bird.
Perhaps cloth, flapping cloth or something that you saw, maybe caught in a tree or...
Bjorn, I think I scouted something.
I'll spur my horse up next to Faedra. What did you see?
There's a blue thing over there. A blue thing. Like a bit of fabric or something. Not a bird. Something. See? Scouting. Should we go look?
I'll try and see what she saw.
Okay. So you're going to have to wheel.
Yep.
And trot back. Faedra, do you rein and pull up?
I'll call out Philandy. Stop.
Turn my horse around and start. Can't see any panic, so I'm not overly concerned.
You see me pointing quite proudly off. Okay. I'm like, I scouted.
Okay. Looking to see if I can see what she's scouted.
Okay. So you wheel around and you look where Faedra's pointing, and you have to a wheel as well, which is a bit awkward with the horse. And
yep.
You get back to the position where you were, and you all gather, somewhat awkwardly, you can see that there's what now looks like a blue piece of material hanging from a post that's sticking out of the ground. It's like it's hard to see in the distance, but like it's fallen, or potentially see it as maybe a banner pole
Right.
that might have fallen to the side.
I'll dismount and hand my reins to Faedra.
I take them eagerly. Proud child here.
and start that way. How far away does it feel?
200 feet.
Okay, cool. Yep. And I'll start heading off in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, cautiously.
Cautiously. If you could please give me a finesse roll.
That would be 10 with fear.
See, I'm not the only one that rolls shit.
I might turn to Kyrie. She's like, Peric never let me scout. He said I didn't have the attention span. But look, I scouted something.
I know, I'm very proud of you.
Can't wait to tell him.
What do you think they found?
I don't know, something blue.
Something new.
Maybe we can put it in your hair.
Beyond.
Yeah.
You pick your way between the stones, some of the rock. You know, when it rains, you imagine that it would be, water would flow through here quite quickly. As you get closer to where this whole it starts becoming quite clear and visible. It looks like a banner of the Dosmorian army. But not only that, it's to have some sort of heraldry that you don't wreck. And then as you get a little bit closer, you look down upon this valley. You are momentarily taken aback, and you can see there are a handful of bodies that are strewn in this valleyed area, and there are trees on either side. The first thing that you notice is that they are porcupine, and arrows just festoon across these bodies. And then the second thing that strikes you is that they are all wearing military dress, and they are all dwarf.
I will unlimber both 2 axes. Is there any trees from the direction that I'm approaching this ambush site?
Well, there seem to be.
So I'm sticking out like dog's balls right about now.
Well, you have picked your way carefully.
Yep.
You haven't just waltzed down the middle of this valley. Like the ground is quite undulating, and there are rocks and things like that. And you have moved quite carefully. If someone with a keen eye may have picked you.
From this distance, is it possible to tell how long those bodies have been there? For instance, is there any scavengers?
There are no scavengers. You settle down into a good vantage point. From one particular corpse, there is still blood seeping into the soil.
This has only just happened. So from the site of where all the bodies are, where the banner is,
yes,
how far from that to the tree line?
It's 60 feet or more on either side.
Was they on a was this a road running through here? Or are they
No.
So we're in a valley. Sorry, I just want to get this fixed in my mind. We're in a valley. There's trees along either side of the valley.
Correct.
And I'm approaching from up that same alleyway.
Correct.
I'm going to start manoeuvring so I can get up to one of the tree lines without walking right down the middle. I don't know if anyone else is following me here, but...
What is everyone else doing? Faedra is sitting in the saddle, holding the reins of Bjorn's horse.
Very proud of herself. That's it.
That's it.
I don't have anything else.
Waiting for further events to unfold.
Seeing that Bjorn has unbridled his axes and is emptied to more of a combative stance, crouching and making his way up the hillside, I'm going to look at the others with a serious look on my face and go, something's wrong. I'm going to dismount my horse, and I'm going to, as best as I can with my limp, limber my way up the same hillside that he's climbing up. So not entering the valley through the neck, but trying to enter the valley up through the hillside, best as I can.
Come on.
Seeing that shit's kind of going down, I'm going to kind of look at the other 2 and be like, come on, we need to go find someone to hide. Somewhere we can keep an eye on the others and just stay out of it.
It's just you and I, big boy.
Like old times.
I gestured to the quiver on my back. Do you want this back?
I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
I think you might need it.
Alright.
Well, maybe let's wait until the actual... see what happens. What happens if it's, we find a survivor and then... Just don't I whistle.
I take it off and I hand it back to Crumwood.
She's right, I don't know if I trust myself with this thing yet again.
That's okay, I do.
Alright. And get my things ready, and when you pass me the bow, I'm going to look at how you've restrung it and
Well, that's not going to work.
Yeah, basically.
And I take a moment. I pause for a second, and I'll show you how to string these things one day. And then I'm going to restring it quickly and, get it back to the way it was.
And I suppose we try and go down and find a space to hole up for a second.
Before
Watch the others.
Sorry, just when I kind of ready all my things, I'll kind of get comfortable with my gear again. I'm just going to look at you and say, I'm sorry about all of that before.
Keeping secrets. Don't keep any more.
I won't.
Whereabouts are you going to position yourselves as you head towards the valley?
Well, as these two getting ready, I'm going to have a look around, look for a vantage point that I can...
Yep.
Maybe a tree nearby?
Yeah, there's a couple of small trees. There's some boulders and rocks around. You could position yourself on the northern side. These two have picked a line going up the southern side towards the tree line.
So I'll do that then. I'll find a good vantage point with some good sight lines.
On their side or the other side?
The other side.
Okay.
Find somewhere to hide and get comfy.
And Faedra and Kai, are you joining him?
Yes.
Maybe not up the tree. Maybe at the bottom.
I want to keep him in front of us, so he's never behind.
Okay.
And I'll try not to get panicked, but I will say quickly to Kairos, oh no, I scouted wrong. This is bad. Maybe we should just back out. We should just
I bad
walk away.
scouted.
It's okay. And I take your hand and make you crouch down with me. Okay, hurt. It's okay.
I'll wait for Thalani to catch up.
Thalani eventually catches up.
Let's fuck some dudes up.
There's going to be a lot of dudes here. Look at the amount of arrows down there.
Let's take one breath at a time.
Let's be careful.
As you survey the scene, Thalani, you can see that they're cloaks of these downed soldiers, dwarven Dosmorian soldiers, are wearing Dosmorian colours. Their uniform is clean and they seem clean cut. You see that their mail is buckled and their helmets are strapped. There's no sign of stripping or looting or anything like that, and there's arrows that bristle from many of them. And throats and their backs and like joints between their arms and like precision shots that would have got through. A handful of them are wearing plate. Some of them are wearing half plate. But the thing that strikes you the most is the heraldry.
I have experience with heraldry.
So it takes you a while to figure it out, but you do get a sense that it is royal in nature, and the symbol that you can see on some of the cloaks and the banner, potentially the symbol of royal messengers, something along those lines. Having not seen it before, but just interpreting the symbol. The standard lines there is broken, and as you were approaching, there was the sounds of the hillsides and the creatures and the birds. As you get a little bit closer, it starts to quieten.
Using my experience of heraldry, can I tell if the arrows are like mass produced? Like every fletching is the same, or are they more scrounged?
They're scrounged.
Yeah, okay.
How many bodies are down there?
You do a quick count. 10.
Alright. I'll start to slowly move forward, trying to get into the tree line if we can navigate into the trees without exposing ourselves, if that's possible.
Okay, you continue on a little bit further, taking care and being careful with your footing, and you arrive in the tree line. It's not too hard to tell that there was positions here. Like, you can see from the markings on the ground behind some trees and bushes and shrubs that people potentially kneeling, or a little bit further and around one of the trunks you can see some arrows that have been stuck into the ground. Apart from that, you're unable to discern anything further.
Looking down at where the bodies are lying, were they fired upon from the other tree line or just from this one?
At a guess, both.
They might not be here. They may be in the other tree line still.
Yeah. It's very quiet still. Like, they're not far away.
I'm going to see if there's any tracks in the ground.
Give me a instinct.
It's with hope.
Right.
So at least there's that.
Lucky fella.
But it is a 7, 8, 9.
The only thing that you can discern is that this area has been vacated at speed. There wasn't much care taken, but because it's so chaotic, you're like, I can't really pick out what happened.
Can't tell if it was away from us or towards us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what happened? They fled from here.
Let's scout the rest of this tree line and then decide what to do.
All right.
I'll keep moving through the trees until I get to where the natural point is where they would have been situated.
While he's doing that, I'm going to emerge from the tree line a little bit to where these guys could see me and just hold up my hand to say kind of stop and then push my hand down to say kind of hide.
You'll see that we've already moved into the tree line and
On the other side.
on the other side, and the horses are kind of tucked away as best we can.
Okay.
Are you guys just holding there? Bjorn, eventually you've traversed through the trees and you see more of the same. There must have been quite a few whomever ambushed this group, but you don't see any further sign of them.
Well, let's, you want to wait here for a second? I'll cross over to the other tree line, see if I draw any fire.
There's no one here. Let's
No on this side.
try to go together.
Okay.
You guys,
Down the hill. Shot. Up the hill. Really shot.
Sprint across.
sprint across. And you do not draw any fire from
Alright, I'll get over.
other side.
Yep.
Again, a similar situation in which there's traces and these whomever was here
Yep.
seem to have since departed.
Make my way down the other tree line until I meet up with the rest of the group.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to stay at the bottom of the ravine and start looking through the corpses that are left behind, trying to see if I can find the messenger.
You start picking through the corpses, and it's evident of who was the message carrier. Just from the uniform and the heraldry, these pauldrons have a particular symbol that stands out as the message carrier. You roll him to a side. He's propped up by these several arrows that are sticking out of him from all over the place. In his hands, underneath him, there's a scroll case.
Okay.
It's cracked, but you can see that the scroll case has got the Dosmorian heraldry on it.
All right. Of the royal family.
Yes.
So he's just, he doesn't give a shit about that is royalty. So he's just going to, the trees don't bow to rank or to crowns. The stones don't roll to the whim of any royals, and he just doesn't care. Just open it and read it as if it was any other message he'd found. To General Narkesh Thul, commander of the 6th Legion Thulian Command. By the authority of the Crown of Dosmoria, I write to you in accusation but in correction. The actions taken at Pern were not sanctioned by myself, my council, nor the Crown. They do not reflect the will of Dosmoria, nor the conduct expected of anyone who commands under my banner. The burning of civilians, the sealing of the gates, and the acts attributed by the so-called broken mercy shall stand in direct violation of my law and my honor. Know this, I disavow these actions fully. Furthermore, I offer to parley and assistance. The officer responsible has disgraced himself, his army, and by extension my realm. He has become a rogue commander, and I will see him ended. Until this matter is resolved, I call for cessation of hostilities between our forces. No further blood need be spilled in service of one man's ambition. Send word if you will meet. I will act regardless. And perhaps, when we meet, we can speak of the greater darkness on the horizon. King Arulian of Dosmoria, by crown and stone.
General's name of the Dosmorian forces?
Varric?
Very. In reading this, take from it what you will. But you are standing in the valley, surrounded by downed Dosmorian royal troops, messengers from the king, no less. Your companions currently, from a vantage point, see you roll this body over and crack open the scroll case.
Surely they have food.
They do indeed.
I'll basically throw the scroll case to the ground, giving the scroll case as much reverence as it needs. Crumple the note in my pocket and start looking for whatever foodstuffs these guys may have that may help my friends survive.
You start turning your attention towards rations and supply and food, although it doesn't look like there's any carts that were accompanying them. In unpacking some of the packs and unfolding some of the saddlebags that they were carrying, they seemed quite well provisioned. So there is whey bread, and there is salted meats, and there is plenty of wine and skins and water skins and the like. It seems quite bountiful in relation to foodstuffs. But I mean, it's rations, food rations, but enough to supply 10 folk for a good while.
I scouted good.
Did I scout that?
Okay.
I've gotten up the other 3 guys by this point.
Yes.
Effectively waiting for my comrades to join.
We'll head down.
You guys head down into the valley and all join together. The other thing that you notice is that their weapons in fine repair, and they are made from the finest of steel.
Which means nothing to me.
There's any particularly well-built individuals wearing some really nice half-plate armor.
Unfortunately, none of them are in your size.
Motherfuckers.
But there are quite a few fine axes strewn about. There are some fine crossbows that are also in possession of these.
Daggers?
Absolutely, you can find yourself a very fine dagger of Dosmorian forged steel.
Is that to say these are tier 2 or
They
tier
are
3
tier
weapons?
2.
Not long.
They are tier 2. There are no longbows. Maybe.
Stumpy little fuckers. Not that I want to be gleeful about the death of all these dwarves, but
Hooray!
I'll police up whatever axes I can get.
You can have your fill. And there's handfuls like gold to be had as well. So you could gather up
Take
2
all the gold.
handfuls each. 2 handfuls each.
So do we know what happened here? Has this helped us apart from the rations and the gold and the new weapons? They are lovely. But do we know any more information?
Was think that you found there, the landing?
I'm going to pull the crumpled note out of my pocket and hand it to you.
I can't read that. What's it say?
I can't read either.
Can any of you read Dosmorian?
Yeah.
I'll hand it to you then.
I read it out for everybody.
So, as you're reading, I'm going to say, it appears these soldiers were killed by I'm guessing by this old mercy that we've been following.
The cold wind breathes a breath through the valley. Gives you all a bit of a shiver down your spine. And moments later, you all feel this, at the same time, a slight tremor in the earth.
I grab Kaya. What's happening again? It's happening.
It feels slightly different from before. Like it's coming from before, all the times before.
Do I recognize this? Does the tremor feel familiar?
You feel this icy pit of fear flash in your stomach.
So you guys have seen me weather every storm that's approached us so far. But with that tremor, you see me crouch to the ground and the color drain from my face.
That's not good.
Revelstoke, protect us.
Into the trees.
As you say that, Bjorn, you look up into the trees, and what is apparent that a disregard for camouflage or hiding or where they're coming from, trapdoors open around in the trees, just flip open. And standing up out of these trapdoors and out of these open camouflage nets, a count of 5 individuals on either side. They're all cloaked in green and dappled colours that blend very well into the environment around, and they're all brandishing bows and arrows. You can hear this low rhythmic murmur that the rest of these that are surrounding you join in. This guttural language that starts to chant around you, like a prayer to a song. Or at first it's pretty subtle, but then as they emerge from these trapdoors and from where they were hiding, it starts to build in cadence. The chanting starts to grow slightly more urgent, and so do these tremors within the ground. There's one of these figures that steps forward. You can see he's got a sunken face and sunken eyes, and his head is deep within this green hood. And he raises both his hands, and his palms are open. He says in quite a clear voice over the murmurings of the tremors in the earth, "Do not mourn them. They are already useful. Steel, banners, kings, it all tastes the same in the end. We did not kill them out of hate. We killed them because it must eat.
Oh, God.
The world grows thin. The old things wake hungry. We bring it flesh, so it will grow strong, so it will remember us. when the ground opens. You're welcome to stay. It always eats more than planned. As the last words leaves his mouth and the chanting stops, the earth heaves. And that's where we're going to end the episode. Stop! No!
TP chaos.
Oh my god, we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna come back as gnomes.
The Faedra worm has come.
Go out in style, though.
So these people, they're chanting and summoning this thing? Oh my god!
MC motherfuckers.
Why do you make me lead everyone into it?
Surely we can do a combat like this. Surely.
We're gonna do one right now.
Yeah, let's do it. The Faedra worm.
I don't make the rules, no matter how hard I try. I will always lose. I'm a visitor. Tomorrow I'll be gone. So don't try to hold me down. Tie me to this world. When the world turns its back to hell with best, gotta move ahead. I'll never get what they don't get us.
It is important to note that the game uses the Daggerheart tabletop role-playing system, published by Darrington Press and Critical Role LLC. We play under the Darrington Press Community Gaming License. This is an unofficial fan production, not affiliated or endorsed by Darrington Press or Critical Role.